Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. Well, we're ready to make our smoothie for the morning, and I noticed that I've got a lot of new subscribers, so I wanted to kind of explain what we do with the smoothies. I've been recording them, I think, since December because we've been doing the green smoothies. And of course, I made up some packets here. I guess it's been a couple of weeks ago now. So the smoothies would be more convenient. And the way I did that is I ground up the greens and froze them, and also orange juice frozen, and threw some strawberries in. And here's what the packet looks like. Now, I just took this out of the freezer, so these were made on the 17th of May. So let me see if y'all can see what's in here. These are cubes of fresh squeezed orange juice. There's pineapple in there. And let's see, strawberries, and that little thing right there, that's dates. Also, I kind of heated those up and ground those up in the Vitamix and then put them in ice trays. The green, of course, is the kale, so I've got 4 packets of that. There's some more dates right there. And then, of course, there's strawberries. And let me see what else is in there. Oh, there's the little cube for almond butter. And what that does is when you add water to it, put it in the Vitamix, you make your own almond milk. So this morning, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this packet in the Vitamix. Let me turn this down. There. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the Vitamix. And it's still frozen. Now, usually I thaw it out, you know, in the a little container of warm water. But when you do that, of course, some of it starts melting, particularly the dates, and kind of stick to the bag, so I end up having to pour water in the bag to rinse it out. And this is the sunflower butter that I made up yesterday, and this particular one was made in the food processor, and this was some I had left over. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Actually, I think I'm just going to add about half that in there. These are red globe grapes that were previously frozen from last winter, or maybe even last fall. I really can't remember. But anyway, they're still partially frozen. 2 bananas that were frozen. And these have thawed out, so I'm just going to put those in. All right, let me turn it down so you can see. And they come out of the peeling really easy once they're thawed out. So I just cut the ends off. Peel one section back. Also cut that little bottom off. Now, for some reason, the bananas get a lot sweeter once they're frozen. Kind of like if you let them sit out on the counter and get, you know, those little black specks all over them. Let me wash my hand off. And, but anyway, they get really, really sweet because these bananas were perfectly yellow, and I do buy them by the bushel at the farmer's market and then freeze them. Now, the reason I freeze them in the peelings just because that's easier, because once I go to the farmer's market, I've usually got several boxes of stuff I'm freezing, so it's just easy. I just put them in the bottom of the refrigerator just as they are, and right out of the box, and just freeze them. So let me get the peanut butter. I put peanut butter in, but what I had intended to do was to substitute the sunflower seed butter for the peanut butter, but Mr. Bucky wants his peanut butter, so I'm going to put a little bit in this morning. Not as much as I usually put in, about 2 tablespoons. So I've got 2 tablespoons of the sunflower seed butter and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now this is, those little cubes are definitely frozen pretty solid. So I'm just going to add 1 cup, and this is tap water and it's warm. So I just wanted to show y'all from the beginning how I do this in the morning. Now, it makes it a lot easier to not have to juice the oranges in the morning and to just be able to, everything's washed and ready to go. So we're going to mix this up just a little bit. Then I'm going to cut it off and let it sit here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So until it completely thaws out. All right, here we go. So because a lot of that's still frozen, let me show you what it looks like. It's and rather than just continuing to run the Vitamix, because it will heat it up and thaw it out pretty quick, I'm going to let it sit here for just a little while because it is definitely too thick now. Let me give this a taste. Now if it's not sweet enough, I definitely have no problem adding a little sugar, honey, or something. It's sweet enough. All right, we'll be back in, let's just say 5 or 6 minutes, and this thing should be thawed out a little more. We'll be back. Okay, we've waited. It's been about 7 minutes since I put this in, and of course it's still very, very cold, but I think probably it's thawed out now. I wanted to mention about the ice trays I freeze all this stuff in. Each one of these little sections holds 2 tablespoons, and there's 16 sections. So, and I've got 4 of these ice trays I use. These are just, they're Rubbermaid ice trays from Walmart, very inexpensive. And I use them just for freezing stuff. Now, when you freeze little packets for the smoothies, when I first started doing it, I was like spraying it with an oil spray so the stuff would come out. But what I found out is that it comes out anyway. You don't have to spray it. That way they're much easier to clean. Now I want to show you the sunflower seed butter I made yesterday. Here it is. Now, you see the indent my finger made? This is not frozen solid. And the reason it's not is because I put oil in it. So the next time I make sunflower seed butter, I'm going to use water to kind of help it to turn into butter. And that will make the oil separate a little bit, but that's better than this because this is still not frozen solid. So this didn't work out as good as I had hoped it would. So anyway, next time I'm using water. All right, so we're ready to get on with this smoothie. And it's still very cold, but I want it, this morning I think I've only got 40 ounces, which is exactly what I was looking for. So we're going to go ahead and blend this up again. You can still see some of the grape seed little, the red globe grape peeling on the side there, so it needs to be blended a little more. So here goes. Yeah, I didn't turn my button down. I do that every once in a while. And one time I did it with the lid not on, and it threw it up all on my cabinets. Anyway, yeah, that did it. It's just about the right consistency. And I don't think that I'm going to be able to taste the sunflower seeds at all, probably. But they're in there for the nutrition. Okay, we did good this morning. 40 ounces, or actually a little less. Here we go. can't taste the sunflowers at all. You really can't even taste the peanut butter. I can taste the bananas and I can taste the strawberries. And the grapes give sweetness and they give a little bit of tartness. It's very good. It's also very, very cold. Alright, so we will see y'all later on today. We're going to do some other stuff. Today, I want to do a video on making lists and chores and all that, and how we're able to accomplish a lot more by doing that. So I'm going to do one of those later on this morning. Alright, we'll see y'all in a little while.